Alright, first gotta get this bait, right? This bait here, it's called a skilled sardine. This one is dead. I'm gonna get a live one and show you. I have a bucket and a live well that I have them in, right? Now a pin in it on the shoulder that's behind the eyes, right? So it's still alive, wiggling, 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 wiggling. When them fish see it, they're gonna grab. Let's see what happens. So I'm fishing for redfish, aka Waliak snapper. Okay. On a redfish bank here. However, they have other fishes here too, like turbot, grey grunt, garfish, well, Caribbean garfish, and mangrove snapper and Waliak snapper. Let's see what happens. I don't feel no bite yet. But look what I'm using here. This here is the Zebco Attack Series rod. Very, very good design. Look at the grip. Now it is designed to use the reel on top. The casting reel, bait casting reel, or a spin cast reel. But because I don't have one that is functional right now, I'm using a spinning reel, so I just flip it upside down and it can be used, right? The trigger wouldn't affect me here. Just hold it right there and that's it. Let me check the bait because I didn't feel the bite. Right, the bait is still on it. No fish biting yet. We'll see. We're a little bit out because the breeze has turned the boat outwards, and whenever I back off, the silhouette kind of makes the right a fish biting now. Hold on, let me check. I think they go with the bait, you know. Yep, go with the bait. So I have to pin the bait more solid. Now I'm gonna show you a more solid way to pin the bait so that the fishes don't rob the bait, right? Now this is the scale sardine here, is live. Gonna pin it through the eye, right? The hook going behind the eye, down the body, come back out. So that's what it looks like, right? Behind the eye, down the body. Fish should still be live. See her jumping? It doesn't hurt the fish that much. So it will still be alive when it goes in the water, and once it's alive, the will get a bite. I want to flip the camera and show you something. A tugboat is... Oh! I missed a big one. I need to focus. I missed a big one right just now. Nice, good size bite. I will show you what I was going to show you. It's a tugboat pulling a barge. A tugboat pulling a barge. A very small tugboat, pulling a big barge. That barge is actually around close to 5 times the size of the tugboat. So the tugboat engine, diesel engine, is very powerful, right? Let me throw back in the same spot again and see what I get. I feel the fish that is biting is grunting, because if it was a red fish or a Waliak snapper, they would have swallowed the bait instead of bite off the bait, because their mouth are very big, even the small ones. Alright, I got one there. Now I have to strike hard so that this one doesn't get away. Feels like a good size. I'm not sure what kind of fish it is yet. It feels like a wallyak snapper. If it is, that will be excellent. Oh, it's a wallyak snapper. Look at it. Alright, nice wallyak snapper. I'm gonna check the length, the legal length. Right, it's 8 inches from my palm, from my tip of my finger to right behind my palm. It's 8 inches, right? So I'm gonna measure. Oh, just a moment. It's kind of frisky, right? Not dead yet. I'm gonna hold him firm and measure him, right? If you watch, you'll see that it's way above my palm. Watch the tail. Tail is up where my hand is. So it's a legal wallyak. And wallyaks doesn't grow very big. So this one is an adult, not a baby. Other red snapper grow big. I think you might get one up to 3 pounds if you're lucky. 2.5 pounds if you're riding your luck. But they're not giants. So I catching more bait to put from the live well to put in my bucket. And we're gonna try again, right? Same strategy. Pinning the hook behind the eye. Right? Fish jumping, throwing in the spot. Again. And see if we could load up some red snapper. Okay? Now there are different kinds of red snapper. Right? This one is the wallyak. You have plumhead. You have Ugly. You have deep reds that live in like 200 feet of water and so on. Yeah, I get a bite again just now. I think I got him. Yeah, fish on. Oh, fish off. Fish on, fish off. But that's how it is. Gotta strike them very hard. But this hook here, this is an Eagle Claw red hook. This number 4. Eagle Claw red hook. If you notice the design, yeah, very good design. I find it to be very effective because of the color and how sharp the hook is and how light it is, and it's also thin. The thinness of the hook allows you to, if you get snag, you can pull out, right? You can pull. Hey, they're biting faster here, right? I think I'll land on the spot, or the school of fish I've gathered. Wow, they just ripped the bait in 2, but we still have bait. So we're gonna throw it back. We're pinning it a little different, but they almost ripped the head off, eh? Very vicious. Give it a little bit more pin. Right, so the plumhead and the deep reds, the dark color reds, and so on, those are different kinds of red snapper, right? They have mostly red colors, right? So the fish that's biting, apparently they want the live bait, so I'm gonna throw out this one, put on a live one. Now I'm gonna show you some activity taking place here, short briefly. Right. Now we have two vessels here, right? That one is the barge. It has a crane on it, and it's been pulled by a tugboat. Now the next boat, right, is passing by, but it's on the outside. So even though they look very close, that they're gonna collide, one is on the outside, one is on the inside. See now? No collision gonna take place there. But they're mainly down by that dock there, far down. I don't know if you could see it. Yeah, they're down by that dock, so that's where the barge is going. And the other boat just came from. So let's get back to fishing. Okay. Showing my spot. And the sun in my shot. Alright, I think I fixed that exposure problem with the sun glaring and all. Yeah. I just decreased the oh! Wow. That was a heavy boy. I think that was possibly a bite from a triggerfish, aka turbot. But these triggerfish are aggressive around here. I just caught one and I threw him back. I don't eat triggerfish because I think I'm allergic to it. Well, these types of triggerfish I'm allergic to. I've had triggerfish before, but not in this color. This one has a green and gray color. Oh, fish on. If you notice, I strike to the side. Reason being, if the hook flies out the mouth of the fish, the hook will fly to the side and not towards my face. Alright, so I strike to the side. Okay, and we have a small grunt here. This is a contender for catch and release. See him? This one is a catch and release. Right? Nice color. Nice color grunt. Right? Very frisky still. Don't want to keep him out of the water too long. Nice color grunt. Right, you see him? Very active. Yeah, we're gonna release him now. Alright, there you go. Okay, so I'm gonna make one more attempt again. I need to put some more bait in the pan. Fishes are moving very greedy. I already finished the bait that I have in the bucket, small bucket. I have the live well, but I catch a few of them and put in a small bucket for me to easily catch when I'm ready to bait up my hook. So that's something that you want to consider. Even if you have a live well, don't want to be constantly dipping in the well, you know, to tire out the fish, damage the fish, the bait, and the fish are in the same well right now. Oh, the boat has turned a little bit, so now we have to throw almost in the back of the boat, because you always want to remember, wherever you catch the last fish, that's the spot that you're aiming for. Right, so I have one here. Pull him back. It feels like a grunt. People. It's not a grunt, It's a Waliak redfish, target species, right? Target species, Waliak redfish. As I said, it doesn't grow very big, but if this one is under 8 inches, he will be thrown back, right? I'm gonna measure it on my measuring now. Cover. My bucket cover is 9 inches in diameter. So I'm gonna put him on the cover. And he is basically, see where the tail stops? It's about an inch away from the edge. So he's actually exactly on the money. 8 exact inches. Okay? He didn't fall out, I have him. Right. So let's go and get another one. It's not been a bad day today. I think the breeze is coming up. It's cloudy. A cloud passing by, and it's bringing some breeze with it. But sometimes these red snapper, they like when the water is rippled. It gives them a chance to attack the bait without the bait recognizing that they're coming, because of the reflection of the sunlight from the ripple. It makes it harder for the bait to see them, so they attack when the water has a little ripple on top. Now if the water is too rough, what you get is that the bottom is stirred up and the water clarity goes down. I think we got a good one here. Let's see if we could land this one. This one feels a little bigger than the last one, right? Oh, it's active. I know why. It's not bigger. It's foul hook. It's a grunt, a very smally one, right? Very smally one here. I know the sunlight in the back creating a silhouette and so on, but I'm gonna throw him back. He's around he is 5.5 inches long. I'll throw him back. Short by all 3 inches or 2.5 inches to be legal. So that's a catch and release. Remember to catch and release to preserve the fishing industry and practice sustainable fishing. Throw back the small ones, allow them to grow to adulthood, lay eggs. Don't catch a fish with egg. Throw back the fishes with eggs. You'll know if they have eggs if the belly is swollen. Right, so you'll throw. Oh, I think I have one here. Let me see what it is. It might be another grunt. I think so. Very active. Yes, it is. The grunt is usually very active on the hook. Right? This is the grunt here. Very active on the hook. We don't wanna, and it's small. See, very small. Right? You don't wanna keep them this small. You're gonna throw it back. Go, Miss Little Grunty. Little Grunty. Okay. Now we have one more live bait in the bucket. We have more in the live well, but when this one bait is finished, because I don't want the video to be too long, I'm gonna, discontinue filming, but I will continue fishing. Okay? If I hold a big one, I will put it in after. I think grunts are biting. Oh, a lot of grunts are biting at this spot. I might have to consider throwing in a different direction. Right, another grunt again. Right. So the grunt have found that I'm throwing bait there, and they have gathered in a school. So you're gonna catch plenty of that if you continue throwing there. So I'm gonna throw somewhere else, just slightly off where they are, because usually the other fishes gather around the school, not in the school but around the school of Grants. So I'm gonna throw slightly about 15 feet away from where I threw the last time and see if I could catch the other fish, which I'm targeting red walleye snapper. So do people, like the video, share the video, turn on your notification bell so that whenever I post a new video you will know, and subscribe to IT Push YouTube channel. Let's grow this channel. And as a family, I will teach you the different techniques that we use here in the Caribbean for fishing. Now, before I go, let me just briefly explain what I have here. I have here a Shimano FX. Wait, I have a big fish on. Gotta hold on. It ain't feeling so big, but it's a fish. A good pull. Okay. It's another grunt again. They pull very hard, so you can get tricked thinking you have a big fish when it's just another grunt. Right, so I was saying tackle that I'm using is Shimano FX 4000. Now a 4000 is a very good reel to use. Remember, this one is a very good one, this gold and black. The only thing that I've been using it for a while, the only thing that I had to change was the handle. Right, but it's still good. The drag is very good, as you can still hear the drag nice. And this rod is a 6 feet rod. 6 feet rod, as I say, Zebco Attack series. Right, the line that I'm using is 15-pound test clear Trilene big game. Right, very strong line. Trilene big game is specifically for big game fish, so it is very powerful. At the end of it, I'm using a 1/4 ounce running sinker. Right, I tie a little knot here. This knot is another fishing line that I tie to it. The fishing line I have here tied to it, a little leader, is 10-pound test. It's a dark green. I'm using dark green because of the color of the water. It matches with the color of the water. And at the end, of course, I said I have the Eagle Claw red number 4 hook. Okay, so that's my setup. So I'm gonna continue fishing. Remember to subscribe to the video and like the video and share. Okay, bye everyone, until the next video comes out, which I promise you will be just as exciting or more exciting than this one.